No, YouTube did not change my life in 7 days, but uh, but it has been very interesting actually. And I have learned something, even though it's only been 7 days. Only 7 days, only 6 videos, seven, I think, with this one. And it has been, I have given myself this challenge to post almost every day or every day for the next month, just to get some momentum, just getting some experience, and just stop overthinking and just doing. And I have learned a thing too, I think. Um, and actually, today, even, and that is one of the things I think that today I saw that I have actually gained or gotten my first and second follower. And it seems like no big deal. But at the same time, it's two complete strangers that has come across my videos, my rambling beginner everything videos, and has decided, okay, she doesn't sound like a complete idiot, or maybe just they're just following along because they think I sound like an idiot. But either way, it's cool. And that is just, I think that is pretty big, actually. I've only been on here for a few days, and everything is new, and there's no editing, there's no fancy stuff, there's no scripting, there's no nothing. But someone has decided to stick around, at least for now. And that is pretty big. And I think I'm even going to celebrate with a glass of wine tonight, because you should celebrate the little things. So I think maybe that was the first one because I just got excited about it again. But also, I have learned that I'm still very good at overcomplicating things. So I was very like determined from the beginning to not make this into too much trouble or not to overthink it. But still, then I just began. Then I thought, okay, I want to shoot outside because it's nice with the. It's always nice to be around something green. And then the first couple of days, I really wanted it to happen. So I walked around all of my neighborhood, and it's summer and it's just in the middle of Copenhagen and the sun was out and everything. So there were so many people and so much noise everywhere. So I was just walking around for an hour and a half and never got to a place where it actually felt comfortable to be, because I am not a place right now where I'm comfortable, like speaking just in the middle of everything and just between all the people. And no, it's I can embarrass myself here, that's fine, but I don't need to do it in public just yet. So, but that was one of the things. But why do I keep making it so difficult for myself? So I stopped doing that. And right now I'm just doing it in my home because that is easier and I am at least pretty comfortable here. So that takes some of the friction away to actually do it. Another thing is that I have, like I just said, I have given myself this challenge to just post 6 days a week for the next month. And I think when I just started, I thought, well, once a week must be fine. But what I have come to experience, not just this time actually, but I have experienced the same with, even if it's exercise or if it's writing. I had a Substack, and if you say once a week, then you have all week to just think about it, to procrastinate, to think, okay, I'm going to do it that day instead. I'm going to do it tomorrow because then I will be inspired, then it will be easier, then I'm not that busy, then I'm not something. But what happens is you give it so much thought, so much energy, and you end up rushing through it, and it takes so much. If you say, I'm going to do it every day, no matter what, and it can be just very low bar, just say, even if it's 30 seconds, it's fine, it still counts. Then it just doesn't take as much. then it becomes very quickly a routine, and you just do it without thinking too much about it. I'm not saying like it's second nature to me and it's just something I do, because it's not. Hopefully we will get there, but we're not there yet. But that is just a little from my experience, that it's actually can be easier to just say, I'm gonna do it every day. So there's no skipping, there's no discussion, just do it, get it over with. Also, there is just things are gonna come up. The fears, the limiting beliefs, everything that is gonna come up, especially if you have this fear of being seen, or if you're good enough, or if you actually have something to offer. It is gonna come up because this is new territory and this is very unfamiliar and everything. So even though you thought you had worked with this and maybe had even gotten over it, it's gonna come up. And it's not so fun, but at the same time, it's very good to actually feel, okay, this is still there. And if you recognize it and say, okay, I can feel there's some fear here, there's these stories running in the background, you can just decide, okay, they're there, that's fine, but I'm going to do it anyway because that is what I have planned. And I don't break these plans with myself. I don't break the plan, not even with myself. Now I'm the kind of person that does what I say I will do. And that actually, if you show up and do it anyway, even though there is fear and even though there's doubt, and even though you feel like a complete idiot for talking to your camera when no one is watching and just putting it out there, because that is pretty much the case when you just start, then it's gonna build character, it's gonna build momentum, it's gonna build this muscle of doing the things that doesn't really feel that comfortable, but you're doing it anyway, and you get better, and that is amazing. Another thing is that is I lost my train of thought, uh, but that brought me to the next one. I it's still not it's still gonna be very strange to hear your own voice like on a recording, and I, I am still not a fan. It is so strange, and for me at least, I'm still gonna be judging myself. I'm still gonna be thinking I am awkward and everything, but still, it's a learning process, and that's just the way it is. Everyone goes through this, and you can get through it too. I'm saying that to you and to me. So yes, you are gonna sound like an idiot. You are gonna fumble. You are gonna do all the things you think are embarrassing. That is that is a part of it. Also, just you don't need all kinds of equipment. The only thing you need to get started is a phone. That is the only thing. Yes, you can get a mic, you can get all kinds of stuff, but you don't need it. The first part of doing this is just actually getting started. So that means you don't need to watch another YouTube video about how to make a YouTube video. You can just press record and then figure it out as you go. And yes, again, it is gonna be cringe. It is gonna be awkward and embarrassing and everything else. But it's the only way through. You can't watch someone else do it and then learn. You need to go through all the awkward stages yourself. That is the only way through. So that is some of the things I have. I'm just looking at my little list. Yeah, basically just start. Just do it messy. I was debating with myself, or like trying to convince myself to start a YouTube video for I don't know, at least 6 months, I think. And then I actually started a few months ago. I made 2 videos while I was in Thailand. I did in Danish, and then I stopped because then I started to overthink it again, and then I started to, I don't know, yeah, pretty much overthink it. But now I have done 7 with this one, and apparently I just saw a video about it yesterday that I don't know if it's true or not, so don't quote me on this, but apparently most YouTube videos, not YouTube videos, but channels, they stop after 3 videos. Then they just quit doing anymore. And that was basically what I did the first time. So if you get through the first 3, and if you get through like the period of time where no one is watching, which then you have like the chance to become better and better and better, and hopefully you will get less embarrassing and less cringe and everything. And which also just reminded me of another thing I kind of learned, that is that it is kind of a gift that your first or second or 10th video don't blow up and go viral and make you 10,000 followers. Because even though it can seem like a dream that just post 1 video and then go viral and then you're just set for life. And then I think if you start out and you're not used to speaking on camera, you're not used to running a business, you're not used to everything like that, you're not used to being seen, and then all of a sudden there is 5, 10, 15,000 people that are watching you, that can create a lot of pressure that you're not probably not ready for. So I am very thankful right now for my 1, 2, 4 views. And hopefully it's not going to be 2 or 4 views like forever. But right now I'm good with that. It's not about the numbers. It's not about the views. It's not about changing my life, or it is, but not in that way. But right now it's just about getting the reps and getting better and just finding my voice, learning as I go. And that is a pretty exciting experience, I think. So that was the first things that just came to my mind about my first week on YouTube. That didn't change my life, but I still learned a thing or two from it. So have you thought about starting YouTube, or can you relate to any of this? I would love to hear it. And I have been very excited about getting my first comments as well. So if you would like to leave me a comment, I would love to read it, even though I always feel very awkward responding to those kinds of comments. Not because I don't appreciate it, because I do so much, but just, I don't know what it is. Hopefully that will get better too. But if you're still watching, I hope you will stick around. And until next time, take care. Bye.